Hey guys, it's Banjo here, just doing my thing. Uh, no gaming just yet. I played a little bit of World War Z, but I don't know, it just did. I sucked at it. I couldn't really use my left hand. What's up? Anyways, long story short, I went to jiu-jitsu yesterday, the day before. Been using a lot of underhooks, but it hurts when I put any pressure on my left hand, so I got that going for me so far. I'll just keep taping up my hand and see how that goes. Anyways, long story short, ooh, oh my god. Long story short, I was killing time looking at some prank videos, and I came across C-SPAN from the prank videos because people were calling it a prank call. C-SPAN is pretty funny. Maybe we'll watch some of those later. Anyways, long story short, I see a lot of political discussion lately, and it's really, I think it's kind of sad how it seems that we want to pick sides no matter what, and I find that very disappointing. But hey, it is what it is. Someone asked me earlier, yo, what do you think about politics and politicians? And I said, hey, I'm not actually a big fan. And then they spent the next 30 minutes telling me why I was a bad person for not picking a side. And that kind of sucks because, it's just not my thing. I try to sit down, I try to read policy, I try to be responsible when I vote. But again, it's once I'm done voting, it's over. I just sort of move on. And this person went on about how I was basically I was a, he referred to me as being a very evil figure from the 1940s, which is really disappointing. That kind of sucked, but that's what it is. Someone jokingly told me that that's what I expect from some. What did I expect from someone with blue hair? But anyway, so I'm on C-SPAN, and I didn't get to tell this person or explain to them why I'm not too fond of politics. I just sort of took their verbal lashing at me and moved along, did my thing. Anyways, long story short, here's why I'm not a big fan of C-SPAN. So apparently there's a big old controversy about Trump's racist tweets. The tweet's something along the lines of telling a certain member of Congress to go back to their home country if they don't like it, so they can fix their home country, and then once they fix their home country, they come back and tell America how to fix their home country or something along those lines. I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna dig too much into it because that's not my point. My point I'm trying to make is why I'm not a big fan of politics or politicians or government. Anyways, check this out.
Every single member of this institution, Democratic and Republican, should join us in condemning the president's racist tweets. To do anything less would be a shocking rejection of our values and a shameful abdication of our oath of office to protect the American people. I urge a unanimous vote and
Now, I really hope she's speaking from the heart, but part of me just doubts politicians, and just being upfront and honest. Anyone in government offices, and I mean elected officials, I just by default I do not trust. Why do you want so much power? There's no point in, if I ran for office and you didn't trust me, I wouldn't blame you. It only makes sense. Anyways, long story short, she's basically saying that they want to condemn Trump for or the president for the racist tweet. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, why don't you like them?" I often think that what they're doing is a circus and being hypocritical. So, if we look specifically what's going on, the same member who was, I guess, on the receiving end of the tweet this time was also earlier this year accused of doing the very same thing. And while a lot of people did condemn her, a lot of people turned around and tried to either make it look a lot less than what it actually was, or they just try to make it all go away, which is the same thing that they're doing for the. It's like they're just doing the same thing on both sides. Anyways, long story short, I'll just show you guys this little clip.
The chair is ready to make a statement. I came in here to try to do this in a fair way. I kept warning both sides, let's not do this, hoping we could get through. Mr. Japal had a situation where we could be in here on another motion to take down words of a friend of mine. But we don't ever want to pass up, it seems, an opportunity to escalate. And that's what this is. I dare anybody to look at any of the footage and see if there was any unfairness. But unfairness is not enough because we want to just fight. I abandoned the chair.
You know, and this is really sad because a part of me, again, I'm very skeptical of these people. But a part of me feels that he really does care about what's going on. Again, I don't know what he's done. I don't actually know his background to an extent. I really don't. But it seems like he genuinely is trying to do something that's good for the country as a whole, or at least he makes it look. On the other hand, this just feels like virtual signaling. I've read a few articles about her here and there, and you know, unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of the government as a whole. Again, just putting that out there, but it really seems like this person is trying to say, "Hey, look, I'm sitting on the high horse. You know, I'm condemning this, and I want to pass the resolution, but you didn't necessarily do the same thing for the other person, so you're very inconsistent." I do feel for this guy though, because again, there's a genuine frustration to what he's trying to do, and I'm just gonna assume the best here, even though part of me says don't trust these people. I'm gonna assume that he really does care. It's just that everybody's getting in the way, and it's making just this whole process look bad. That's what I was trying to tell the person when they asked me why I don't like to discuss it or get involved, because it really seems like it's just one big endless circus. It's an endless show that they put on to make the tribe feel good. Oh, you're not part of the left, that's because you're this, you're that. You're not part of the right, that's because you're this, you're that. Oh, you know, she didn't know any better. Oh, he didn't know any better. He's just, or I just agree with what they're saying, or you're afraid to be politically correct or politically incorrect. It all becomes a show, and the thing is that this show sells well when people are upset and divided. That's how you sell this TV show, and that's what I hate about it. So I'm not a big fan of politics. I do have a graduate degree in social science, which is basically a useless degree. We'll talk about that later. I have a BA in political science, which again, I look at this from an academic and historical lens sometimes, and it's just, you know, it's really frustrating when somebody does bring up a political topic that you have some interest in, and the moment you even give them any slight indication that you don't agree with them 100%, you're called every name from, you name it. And it's, you know, it's kind of disheartening. I'll actually try to pull up some videos because in my you know, it's really funny because a lot of, and I spend a lot of time in college campuses, so here's where this is coming from. A lot of people at the college campus would swear up and down that they were against racism and sexism and xenophobia and all this stuff. But the moment I told them, hey, you know what, I don't necessarily agree with you on this point, suddenly it was okay to be racist, xenophobic, and you name it. And that's really disappointing. But again, that goes back to the tribe. If you don't fit into the tribe, they're going to do everything in their power to either break you or kick you out. And from my perspective, if you just want to be happy and free, it's best to tell the tribe, hey, you know what? Peace, I'm out. I'm going to walk away now. But I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Am I doing the right thing of just, you know, I'm not necessarily avoiding the issues. I do try to educate myself. Admittedly, these past few months, I've sort of had my head under a rock because I just been, you know, I got this sweet Xbox and I've been gaming and I could finally buy all the comic books I want. So I've been reading a lot of comic books and jujitsu and exercising. You know, I'm overweight, so I need to lose some weight. I need to lose a lot of weight. So again, tell me what you guys think. Am I wrong here to just say, hey, you know what? I don't wish to discuss politics with you because of my previous experience, so I'll keep it to myself. You know, if you do want to have a discussion, we'll sit down and really approach this from a truthful and honest perspective. Which again, I shouldn't say often, but I sometimes fail at that. Or should I just jump head in first? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Again, this is Westward Banjo. I'm a little bored because I don't have my ex. I can't game for the moment. I tried, it hurt, but you know, we'll see. Anyways, signing off. I'll catch you guys next time.